it's the beginning of another month, and that means another month just ended, and that means another reading wrap up. So let's go ahead and talk about all the books I read in July. Every single one of these books are either in reading vlogs or going to be in reading vlogs next week. So let's go ahead and start off. So first off, I read Nothing Like the Movies. This one is a sequel to Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. Honestly, I enjoyed that one more than this one. These books follow Wes and Liz, who basically were enemies to lovers. So they date in high school. That is in Better Than the Movies. Then in this one, they basically broke up and they're in college. And you get to see that stuff. I do have to say, Liz did bug me a lot in this book. A lot. She even bugged me in the last one, but she bugged me way more in this one for some reason. She was just a wimp and a whiny person. And honestly, I don't know. Yeah. But anyway, they basically are in college. They went to the same college. Then something happened with Wes, and then Wes is just getting a second chance, and Liz is just there and just annoying. So this book I gave a 3 stars. Again, this one isn't my favorite. It was still good, but it's not my favorite of Lynn Painter's, and I would definitely say Better Than the Movies is better than this one. I do like definitely Wes's POV. I loved his POV. I loved just basically you get to see him getting a second chance, and just I love that so much. And again, I would recommend this book if you liked Better Than the Movies, or if you like Lynn Painter. I would definitely do recommend reading Better Than the Movies because you get a lot more. Just read that one first because this one again is a sequel and you just know a lot more about it. But if you really loved Better Than the Movies, you really could like this one. And I don't know, honestly, I liked Better Than the Movies and I want to read this and see if it was better. I don't know how I would recommend this, but I would recommend reading it. So anyway, I did also love how so basically she puts rom-com quotes, but I loved how, I can't find it, but she put Better Than the Movie, or not Better Than the Movies, she put quotes from The Summer I Turned Pretty, The Hunger Games, and just others. I just liked how it was stuff from there. I do have to say there was a lot of talk of real day now. That doesn't bug me as it does other people, but it kind of does bug me. Okay, the next one I read was Playing by the Rules by Monica Murphy. This one is the second book in a trilogy. I don't know if it's a official name, but the first book is Playing Hard to Get, and then this one is Playing by the Rules, and then another one, which is the last one, is Playing Hard to Win. So these entire siblings follow the McGuire siblings, or the McGuire kids. So you have Knox is the first one. You have Knox and Joanne, whatever. You follow them. I liked that story, but I liked Blair and Cam, which Blair is Knox's sister, and then Cam is Knox's best friend. I like this one a lot more because it was definitely something, I don't know, I love this secret kind of part of it because, again, Cam really didn't want to tell his best friend that he was dating his sister because, I mean, that's weird. But I did have to say that I like that aspect of it. I also think this one was definitely better. And it was really, I like this one again better than that one. And I cannot wait to read Playing Hard to Win. This is actually not in the stores because they're getting a new recover done or republication or something like that. I'm not quite sure. But I really want to get that one when it comes out. Again, for the recover so I can read their other sister, which is Ruby's POV, and I cannot wait. So Cam is a star quarterback, and I'm really excited because this is my first ever football romance series, and I love football. Football guys are just, I love football guys. So I really did enjoy this one. I just love that aspect of it. I love the fact that you have Blair, who just knows all about football, because again, she grew up with the NFL. Her dad, her cousin, everything was in the NFL. I do have to say, I wonder, she did mention it, but it was definitely hard kind of probably people to date her because they just wanted to date her for her family and not for her. But it seemed like she found a guy that really wanted to date her for her. I do also like to say I liked how you got a little bit in the end, like in the epilogue, after like a little bit into their life. But I also like how you got, so in the first one, which is Playing Hard to Get, you saw some kind of snippets of what would happen, but you didn't get the full thing. And I loved how you got the full story, the backstory, and just kind of what happened with Cam and Blair. And then just also you got some more also with Joanna. I like that to some aspect, but I also just really loved this one a lot. I do have to say, with Monica Murphy books, from the 2 that I've read, the beginning goes really fast for me, then the middle is a little slow, and then the end kind of is, again, kind of faster pace, really good. So I don't know if that's with all of her books. I do have to say I would read more of her books. I did really, like I said, enjoy these 2, but that's just interesting. I've learned about the middle and the end. Anyway, so this, then I gave a 4 stars. Again, I really enjoyed it. I would definitely recommend it. Definitely a really good book. I'd recommend it if you like football, college, romance. It is in college. It takes place in college. And basically just the football players are doing everything they can, because Knox is a football player. I think he's the tight end. So, yeah. I also did say, if I ever did play football, like, I would probably play the quarterback. Yes, there's running. Yes, there's training. Yes, there's a lot of other stuff involved. You have to know how to throw far. You have to know how to do a lot of other stuff. But I do have to say, with the quarterback, it just seems kind of easier and not that difficult, because all you do is you move, you run, but you will just get the you just have to like throw it, so you're standing but you're not standing, if that makes sense. Like, I think that would just be an easy play, and I would probably definitely be the quarterback. I would love to be the quarterback. Anyway, so that's what I read. So that's the second book, and that one is going to be in a I think it's Reading Through California. That is the title that I've decided on, and that will be up Saturday. So not this Saturday, but next Saturday. That will be up. Okay, the next book I read was The Deal by Elle Kennedy. This is the first book that I read by Elle Kennedy. This is The Deal. This is from the Off-Campus series. This is a hockey romance. Now, can someone please explain to me why almost every single romance is a hockey romance? Like, did this book really start hockey romance, or was it just, I don't know, but it's annoying me really, really much. But anyway, I did really enjoy this book. It was really great. Again, first grade Ellie, oh my god, Elle Kennedy book. I cannot wait to read the rest of the series, and then read, I think I forget which one it's called, but I do know that you get one of their kid as well. Again, like I said, I really did enjoy this. I thought it was cool. I do have to say, I do not like how all these books have to have the geek or the nerd, I guess. Well, okay, let me say this. It's just interesting how all these books have a nerd. Well, she wasn't technically a nerd, but she was a nerd. So Hannah really, really wanted to get a basketball player. So her crush was a basketball player, and then basically what happened was she got an A on her midterm exam, and basically Garrett's GPA was affected by it and all that stuff, so he needed to tutor her, and then that's how it started, and just all of that. I do have to say, and like I said, I like it. I love Garrett. He did a lot of great things. Again, I feel bad for him. I just feel like it was also you can tell he loved hockey, but you can also tell he loved it, and he had some sort of pressure from his father, who did play what is it called, NHL is it called, yeah, NHL. So you can tell that he had that. Again, I do feel bad for him and what he had to deal through as a kid. You get a lot of his backstory, but like I said, I cannot wait to read more of this, and I cannot wait to read more Elle Kennedy books. I think this one was really great, really fun, really fast paced, and again, really kind of good hockey romance that I have read. So this one was really exciting, and I love this one. So this one is a 4-star. I said this was good. So basically the next book is The Mistake, and I want to read that one, and then The Score, The Goal, and The Legacy. I also did say I do love how they got new cover. If you know the other covers, you know I love the new covers a lot. I think the new covers suit it a lot better. Okay, the last book I read was Our Fault by Mercedes Ron. This one is the last book in the My Fault series, and honestly, I don't understand why people hate this series so much. Again, that is okay that you hate it. I understand why you hate it, but I love it. I love the Our Fault series. This one was, or the My Fault series, this was such a great trilogy. I loved it so much. Again, I understand that it's not for everyone, but this one was definitely really great. This one is my favorite. So in the beginning, it didn't start out to be one of my favorites, but it started to be one of my absolute favorites. This one, you basically just follow Nick and Noah, who are like separate, and they ended their like relationship and all that stuff, and then you just follow through them like hating each other so much, or like Nick hating Noah and Noah hating him, but then just all that, you're just kind of going through all the young love, and then then something happens that has to bring them back together, and they just basically come back together. I love the end. I thought the end was really cute. I loved it so much. So basically, if you had no idea what the series is about, this is about Noah and Nick. Now, it is a step sibling trope, and honestly, throughout the book, you really don't think of them as step siblings, but it is that trope. So, just warning you. I do have to say, I never liked Noah's mother. She was definitely very selfish, and honestly, this kind of is what she deserved. But anyway, I just didn't like her. I don't know, just it was, I didn't like her at all. But anyway, Nick, so basically you all should do in this book get to learn more about her and what really happened and why she did end up marrying Nick's father, who is William Lester. And they just basically have this big entire enterprise, so they're rich, and she basically, so in the first book, In My Fault, she moves from Canada to LA and just kind of has to deal with her life there and just deal with her boyfriend and all that stuff. As you have to say, it's definitely very interesting. And again, I really like this one. This book was one of my favorites of the series. I'll give this book a 4.5 stars. So again, I would really recommend this. I know it's not for everyone, and I can definitely see the hate on it. I know people don't like it and people don't care about it, but I really did enjoy it. I cannot wait to watch the movies, or the other movies that come along with this. I still need to watch My Fault London. But anyway, that is it for today's video. Stay tuned again for Saturday. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday. I have no idea what that date is. I'll probably have it up here. But stay tuned for Saturday, August something. And then you'll get me reading through California. Also stay tuned because I will also have a California vlog coming up that Friday. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys have a good night, good day, everywhere, and goodbye.